What up, everybody? It's your boy Lane Roland, and I got a different type of video that I'm gonna put out today. It's gonna be kind of sad because that's the way I'm feeling right now. But basically, this video is about one of my very, very good friends who just passed away in a motorcycle accident, and I just want to talk about this in case somebody else is going through it or whatnot, and just share how I feel, kind of what happened, and what I'm doing to actually cope with it and like not be super depressed and like, you know what I mean, just like hate life. So first I'll get into it. My friend Steven, which you've seen in previous vlogs, he actually filmed one of my tattoo videos. I'm pretty sure, like, I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure he was drinking. He was coming home, riding his motorcycle, and he wrecked and flew off his motorcycle and hit a tree. They resuscitated him, but he was brain dead, so they basically pronounced him as being dead, and I guess pulled the plug or whatever. So, it was like, I'm still in shock right now. Like, I really still don't feel like it's happening. I'm actually on my way because I missed his funeral, but his cousin is actually throwing a little Memorial Day thing for him. So that's where I'm on my way to right now. It's going to be some of our friends, just like I said, his cousin. I really don't know who else is going to show up, but you know what I mean? Like, I needed to do this for closure. I kind of didn't want to do it, and I kind of like, well, I couldn't really make his funeral because I didn't find out about it until like the last moment. Plus, you know, I live like 2.5 hours away, and it was like a mental battle as well. Like, I really didn't want to go because I kind of wanted to keep it as like in my head that it didn't happen. It's like I'm still in shock now. Yeah, it just happened last week, but I'm still not fully taking it in that he has passed away. But when I go and do this and I see the rest of them, I'm gonna kind of like, it's gonna be a realization that he's gone and he's never gonna come back. And in my life, I've had a lot of death, especially in the last couple of years. I've lost a lot of friends, and a lot of them were under the age of 30. And a lot of them, I think, just by what I used to do and some of the things, I know it was either alcohol related or kind of drug related. And that really freaks me out, just having kids, because I could not imagine what their parents are going through. Like, I just lost my friend Sean, and he was drinking and driving, and he basically lost control, hit a trailer, died on impact. But I had a friend was in the car with him. He's still in critical condition as we speak, and this happened like 4 or 5 months ago, and he's still going through it. That was a total shock. He was like a pretty good friend. Like, I know his parents. I stayed at his house all the time. After the incident happened, I like talked to his mother on the phone, talked to her through like Facebook Messenger and stuff, and that was like really sad for me. A guy that I used to work for, and like he mentored me and like, you know what I mean, helped me out a lot in my life, especially when my 3-year-old Nell was first born. I worked for him at this place called the Greek Spot, and he like really looked out for me, and I ended up having to stop work for him, and we moved to like a different location, so I really wasn't able to stop in and see him. And one day I go to his restaurant, and I go in to see him, and they have like a memorial picture up on the wall, and that was like a shock. I'm like, how, like, what's going on? And he left behind 2 little kids, which is like super like sad. Like, I could not even imagine, but like I can imagine, like, I kind of know what the kids are going through because I lost my father when I was super young from pancreatic cancer, and I'm still suffering from that until this day. Like, me and my dad were like really, really close friends. Like, we were super close, like always got along. You know what I mean? He taught me so many different things. He was very supportive in anything that I wanted to do. Even in fights in school, he wouldn't ground me. He was, especially like because I was never a bully. I basically went to an all-white school. I got called the N-word a lot and stuff like that, so I was always fighting. So in that aspect, my dad, if it was something that somebody else did, then he would not get mad at me. He would know if, like, I started it. I've never been that type of person. I might not start it, but I will finish it. But, yeah, he passed away when I was a freshman in high school. And I kind of started going through a very deep depression. I was an athlete my whole entire life. I, like, quit wanting to play sports. I was really good in school. I started hating school. Really didn't like life. I started smoking weed all the time, which went into other things like drinking and doing all sorts of types of things. Me and my mother's relationship really got bad because I was doing so many bad things. I like wouldn't come home, stay out all night, which I have a 14-year-old. Like, I could not imagine her doing that and like what she goes through. So like, I definitely understand what mom was going through, but I don't think my mom fully understands what I was going through. It was just like, I just like did not like life after my father died. It was like something very hard for me to cope with. And just like when I was in 5th grade, my best friend from kindergarten up until 5th grade got hit by a car, and I was actually riding bikes with him to school, and some lady didn't see him, me and his brother, get across the street, and then he was actually struck by a car, flew up, went to the windshield, was taken to the hospital. They tried to revive him. Almost the same scenario as what happened to my friend just last week, and they pronounced him dead. And that was like really hard, like at a super young age. Like, I don't think I fully understood death until that moment. Like, I fully understood it then. And like, I had a sister who passed away before that from a brain aneurysm when I was in like 4th grade, but I didn't really know her because she was my half-sister. She was older, so I didn't have that type of relationship where I saw somebody every single day for a long period of time. Like, I had seen my friend every day from kindergarten to 5th grade, and then one day, one little thing that we had done plenty of times basically took his life away. But what I would say is, what I've learned from that is, you have to live life to the fullest, but you also have to live life in a very cautious type way in the same sense. Like, you just don't want to be doing a bunch of drugs or just partying and doing all this crazy stuff, which is going to heighten up the chance that you're going to end up dying or something like that. You have to live life, like, be around friends, do hobbies, try to accomplish goals that you have, travel, just live life in that way, but do it in a means that's going to give you a long life and a fun life at the same time. Because a lot of my friends, they were doing the same thing. They felt like, I might die tomorrow, so I got to get it in. And a lot of the things they did made their life very, very short. I've had at least 10 friends die from drug-related, it was either drug or alcohol-related deaths. And all of them could have been prevented if they just didn't do that. Like, I've had a couple friends who've overdosed on heroin. If they weren't doing heroin, they would still be here right now. My friend who just passed away, I feel like if he was not drinking and being in the lifestyle that he was, he would not be here right now. So the lessons that I've learned from that is, you have to really live life in a way where it's like very, very balanced out. You yin and the yang. You might want to go out and drink sometimes and have fun. Make sure you're gonna take an Uber, or you have a designated driver, or maybe you're gonna be staying somewhere. And then try not to drink so much that you can either get alcohol poisoning or end up doing something that you don't want to do. But you can still have fun. You know what I mean? You can smoke herb and stuff like that, but don't sit around and smoke herb all day, every day, because then you're going to be unmotivated and not actually be living life. You're going to be stuck on this little vacation that I like to say. I think weed's like a vacation. And if you go on vacation all the time, then you're just a beach bum. So even with that, you got to smoke herb, get your creative and what you want from it, and then leave it alone and use it at vital times. It's a tool. And you don't use every tool for everything all the time. You have to do different things. So it's like weird. This last death really took me out of my depression and made me take a better look at the world that I'm living in, my life and everything else. And like right now I have a family. I'm doing things that I wanted to do. I have a skateboard company. I'm skateboarding. I'm like living life and really enjoying it. And some of the times, like, I would let depression and stuff kick in, and then I wasn't living life. I would let my anxiety and depression take over, and then I was stuck not being able to live my life to the fullest potential and have the funnest that I could. So with this last death, I'm realizing that you gotta live life to where the people around you love to be around you. They're gonna miss you. And then also, you want to live life so you won't hurt the people that love you. You'll be around them, and y'all can, you know what I mean? Everybody's gonna die at one point, but it's better when we're 70, 80 plus years old, and then we pass away. It's kind of way better than to have some young person who has a long life still ahead of them gone, and you're never going to see them again. So it took me out, and it's like motivated me to like want to work harder. I've almost finished like 3 videos in the last 2 days, which that sometimes would take me like a week. I have all these other things that I'm doing, like just me engaging with my daughters and stuff. Like, it just made me even cherish those moments and not take those things for jeopardy, because you never know really what could happen, but you want to do things to try to make those things that could happen less. So that's basically what I wanted to say. Please comment in the bottom. Let me know if you've lost anybody in your life that has made you feel the same way that I've talked about, or you recently lost somebody, or you suffer from depression or anything. Just comment, let me know. I'll hit you back, whatnot. We can talk about it, because I've like lived through a lot of different scenarios and different situations. So just to know, if you've lost somebody, they're definitely in a better place, and that person probably would not want you to be sad or anything like that. They would want you to care that they're gone. They don't really want you to be sad. They want you to keep doing what you're doing and what makes you you, and living life to the fullest, and live life for them, and make sure that their name lives forever through you, whether you talk to your kids about it or your friends or whatnot. Just make sure that you keep living your life to the fullest, even though that they're gone, and that they will be way happier in that situation than if you're all sad, depressed, thinking about hurting yourself or doing anything or not living anymore. It's like they wouldn't want that, because they probably would want their life still now, even though they might have been going through something. I think nobody really wants to fully die. Like, the second that that happens, you're gonna think differently. Like somebody could be super depressed and want to die, and then maybe get cancer, and then it changes their whole thing. Like, I want to live. I want to like not die. Same thing as like people on death row. A lot of them people, like the ones that actually like were murderers and like did crazy stuff, like gang members and serial killers. A lot of them, if they got put on death row and they know that they're gonna die a certain day, they change their whole perspective. They could have been like the most ruthless, non-caring person ever. It changes their whole mind frame to be like, I gotta care, like I gotta change my life, even if it's in jail, because I don't want to die with being in that mind frame. Not everybody's going to do that, but a lot of people are. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the video. Please smash that like button. It'll really make me feel a lot better and make me feel like what I'm doing is good. He loved me doing YouTube and stuff like that. So like, please smash the like button to help me out with that. And also send your boy a comment. Hate comments, I'll brush them off super quick, but please try not to have no hate. This is not that type of video. So thank all of y'all for watching. Peace, love, and happiness. And I wish everybody the best. Love everybody. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.